Alright, so we're recording. Welcome to episode 15, and it's Corey's Crypt.
This BDG reviews.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we did this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just been super busy and stuff, but we're going to make time to do it pretty frequently
Yeah.
from here on out. What was even our last episode? I'm even having trouble remembering.
It was Creep 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I love the movies. But now
Yeah.
we're going to do like reviews for The Strangers and The Strangers 2 Pray at Night.
Yep.
Alright, man. So, how you been?
I've been pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I was thinking also for our next episode we ought to do like a Takashi Miike type thing since you're going to be getting Blade of the Immortal soon.
Yeah,
And,
definitely. That's definitely something to do.
Yeah, and I really been dying to check out that Well Go transfer of Itchy the Killer.
Yeah.
You've seen it already?
I haven't seen it yet. I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I just haven't got around to watching it yet.
Yeah, I picked it up at Grindhouse. I'm hyped to see it. So I figured let's do the Miike double feature since they're kind of related in just the amount of blood and gore they both got.
Yeah, definitely. That'll definitely work. Yeah.
All right, cool. So
Yep.
the first bit of news though I got was Terminator 6 starts filming this summer.
Yep.
Which we're getting into soon. Are you hyped at all for that or no?
I am and I'm not. I mean, it's always good to have more, but I'm just really screwed. I'm really scared they're gonna screw it up.
What about the fact that James Cameron's returning and
I dig that.
yeah, I think Linda Hamilton's returning too.
That's pretty cool. I know that what's his name? That guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He played Ghost Rider. He's
I
going
didn't
to be
watch
in
that
it.
show.
I don't either, but I know he played Ghost Rider. He's like, I think he's like a Latino type guy. I don't know his name, but apparently he's going to be playing a Terminator.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, if they go with that, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I wish they'd bring Robert Patrick back somehow.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, well, the thing with Robert Patrick is, though, he has really aged badly.
Oh, yeah, he got out of shape real bad.
Yeah. I mean, some people, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example, still looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger when you see him.
Yeah, Linda Hamilton didn't gain weight or nothing either.
Yeah, they're older, but they still look the same. But, yeah. But he doesn't, to say the least. He's like just wrinkly as all hell. I mean, you can't fault anyone for getting wrinkly, but
Yeah. You think there's any chance? What's his name? Edward Furlong will return?
I don't know. I mean, I'm quite sure they could get him.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that, from what I know, he'll work in pretty much anything.
Hence the Crow 4, is it?
Yeah. That was a bit of a low point, I think. But he did pretty good in Night of the Demons, the Night of the Demons remake. I thought he was pretty good in that. That was actually quite decent.
Does Linnea Quigley have a cameo in that or no?
She does.
Right.
She has. It's a bit of a weird cameo because, she's wearing the exact same costume that she did in the original.
Really?
And she bends over, and but she's showing her age a bit too, at least in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you see the barn, she's definitely showing her age too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you can't fault someone for getting old.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna play like a certain type of character, you need to have the look to pull it off. You know what I mean?
Especially if she was basically the horror version of a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Another one like Scream Queen sex symbol type chick from the horror realm that looks, I think, bad now is Brink Stevens.
Oh yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, why a lot of them just kind of go to hell. Because
I mean, that's most people, though.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll look at Barbara Crampton.
She still looks okay.
She's still gorgeous, you know.
Yeah.
But
another one is Elvira, Cassandra Peterson.
It blows my mind sometimes when you think that she's, I think, in her late 60s, early 70s or something.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah, she's like, she's up there in age, but she looks great. You know what? I'm gonna actually check and find out.
I would have thought like late 50s, early 60s.
It could be. I thought she was older than that, though. I'll find out.
Actress I always thought was just drop dead gorgeous, and I think she aged really well. Is Amanda Wyss, I think.
Oh yeah.
Tina from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I was watching Dexter last night. And, actually, she appeared on one of the episodes as like a brief cameo type thing, and I was like, wow, she still looks really good.
That's good. Yeah, so Cassandra Peterson is 66.
Wow, that's shocking.
It is. It's very shocking because, I mean, she looks great.
Wow.
You know, like I said,
think of other big scream queens back then. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis. She looks good.
Yeah, I mean, she looks her age.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. If you look your age, you know, you can look good. But it's when you get people that, like, have obviously done so much, like, plastic surgery and everything.
Partying and stuff.
Yeah, and, you know, they just look, you know, they look old.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, I don't know, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of Linnea Quigley, did you hear she has a GoFundMe for, I guess her house is infested with rats or something?
Well,
people are donating to get, like, it's really bizarre. Like, I'm sitting there like, so she played in all these movies and she can't hire an exterminator?
Yeah,
Something
that's
bizarre about it.
Yeah, that's kind of that's pretty bad. I mean, you know, you would think hell that, like, someone would just, you know, pay her for a commentary or something and let her let her you know, get some cash that way.
Yeah, that's super weird to me.
Yeah.
That just made me think of Linnea Quigley.
Yeah. Very weird.
But the next bit of news, I'm actually I have low expectations for it, but I love the original Fear. Remember the Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, yeah,
Reese Witherspoon movie? Did you hear it's getting remade?
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a movie that, you know, that's what you should remake.
Yeah.
You know, something that had, like, a decent premise, but that isn't, like, loved as a cult, like, as like a cult phenomenon, you know?
Yeah, the thing I'm kind of have low hopes for it, though, is because it's kind of like a teeny thriller, kind of.
I know what you mean.
So I feel like now, like that because when you watch that movie, it feels really mid-90s.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
Kind of the charm I like about it, like nostalgia, and I like the 90s.
Yeah.
Where I'm thinking if that story translated now, it's just going to be filled with rap, like bad rap.
Yeah.
It's going to be just going to be not as good, I feel like.
Honestly, something like that needs to be a period piece.
Yeah,
it needs to be set, you know, set it in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an easy way to do, like, a modern remake. Set it when it was supposed to be set, you know? You know, but that's just me, you know? Like, other people could have other ideas, you know?
I actually really dug Mark Wahlberg's performance in that, though.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember he was like punching himself in the chest and stuff, and all this crazy stuff to make Reese Witherspoon think her dad did it and all that? I remember really digging that. I actually want to pick that up sometime soon.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever gotten a Blu-ray release.
I really don't know. I mean, I would assume somewhere in the world would have a Blu-ray of it. Somewhere.
That would actually be a decent movie for Scream Factory, not a collector's edition, but you know how like they released The Crush with Alicia Silverstone? When they
Yeah,
release movies like that, Fear would be like a good movie for them to put out.
yeah, it
I
would.
think it would probably sell like crap though. I mean,
It might.
because I don't hear anybody talk about it.
You know what? Throw it in as a double feature with like oh, hold on. Yeah, so apparently there is a Blu-ray. It's a UK one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, throw it on like a double feature with like I don't know,
Another '90s like
yeah,
thriller.
like Valentine or something.
That would be good. I don't know if that would fit
Yeah,
real
you
well.
know.
Yeah, and honestly, it would have been a good double
I,
feature with The Crush.
yeah, I think it actually has a yeah, it's got a US release as well.
Really?
Yeah, from Universal. $9.99 on Amazon.
I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A double feature though with something from back then would work.
Yeah, speaking of Valentine, I
Perfectly.
wonder if that'll ever get a re-release. Because I feel like if they made a collector's edition of that, it would sell
Yeah.
really well.
See, the thing it was a pretty decent little movie.
Yeah, and I know the snapper case is way out of print.
Yeah, it is. And the movie that was another movie. Someday I'm going to do a video on this. Movies that were screwed over by the production companies.
How did that movie not do good though?
It didn't do good because they ruined the surprise. David Boreanaz was the killer. We knew from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should have been like a third of the way through sort of thing. That's when it hits and they'd be like, oh damn, like we've been, rooting for this guy or whatever, but no.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely would like to see that get released.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the better, it sounds weird to say one of the better, 90s, like teeny,
Slashes.
yeah. I'd call them like almost like teeny bopper horror.
Yeah.
Although
that was rated R, or was it PG-13?
I think it was PG-13.
Okay.
I think.
But I feel like with that too, though, I have a feeling. What's the? Oh man, Denise Richards. I'm sure would come back to do a cameo or a commentary or an interview or something.
I'm quite sure.
I know there was other popular actors at that time that I'm sure would come back.
Oh yeah, because I mean, let's be truthful. 90% of those actors don't work now.
No, I mean Denise Richards. I don't think she probably TV movies, but that's about it.
Yeah, I know. So like kind of like a big collector's edition type thing. Get everyone back together. It could be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think it would sell well. I mean, they've been releasing some questionable collector's editions, so
They have
yeah.
Definitely.
Because we'll get to when we talk about The Strangers.
Yeah.
I have some stuff to say about that release.
Yeah.
But my next piece of news is, I guess horror comics are now getting big again. Because all the Full Moon comics are doing well, so they're doing a regular Pumpkinhead comic.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the first 3 issues have been released already.
That's I have nothing but high hopes for that.
Yeah.
Because what's great about comics is the same as what's great about books. It doesn't take a huge budget, and you can do anything in it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like paying effects artists. You don't have to worry about paying actors or anything. You can
Just
put anything.
Can draw.
Exactly. And you can do literally anything.
Yeah. Speaking of comics, have you seen that Nightmare on Elm Street documentary? Never Sleep Again?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know that the storyline that Peter Jackson came up with where Freddy was an old man or whatever and people would purposefully knock themselves out to go over there and make fun of him.
And like beat them up and stuff.
I wish they'd make like a comic version of that screenplay. Kind of like what they did with
awesome.
Frank Miller's original script for RoboCop 2.
Yeah, that's what they should do. You hear about all these great scripts. I mean, I know they did a script for who was it that did it? I actually have the script downloaded, so I'll just find out who did it. It was let's take a look here. Uh Nick Anacosta. He did a script for Friday the 13th, and it was an awesome script.
Are you talking about recently for the reboot?
Yeah, this was, I think, like a couple of years back. I don't think it's never gonna be used, but it was an awesome script. That should be made into a comic.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can fit everything in there, and
Definitely.
just run with it. Especially if you get, like, I find with comics, you can either have really good art or really stylized art.
That's what I don't like about comics usually, is just the artwork is too cartoony. No one really ever does the old EC style art or
No,
anything. I
no.
like realistic art. Everything's so computer looking, or I don't know.
Yeah. I tell you what, I like what's his name's art. Ben Templesmith.
I don't think I know him.
He did 30 Days of Night. He did
Yeah, he's got that
like the Dead Space.
type
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. I think his art's really good. But the thing is, it's very stylized.
Yeah.
Which works in a comic, but you couldn't really work it anywhere else.
Yeah.
But then again, it's the perfect media for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I want to go buy some more horror comics, but I think like they redid Tales from the Crypt. And I
Yeah.
think they're putting out new issues, and if I remember, I have a few of them. I think the art's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that's one thing, yeah, I find if a good story can overcome bad art,
Yeah.
but, good art can't overcome a bad story.
Yeah, definitely. You know what my opinion of the best horror comics, art-wise, story-wise, everything? Have you ever
Yep.
read the old Hellraiser Masterpiece comics?
Oh, yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah, they're little anthology. It's basically like Tales from the Crypt, just set in a Hellraiser world.
Yeah, and then like they had all different like types of Cenobites and everything.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
love that. Those are my favorite comics.
they
I
were
know
a
you can actually buy the
great
trade
series.
paperbacks pretty cheap now.
Yeah, I mean, well, I love the Hellraiser stuff. Always have. And the more the better.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
Hopefully, I don't know how well Judgment did. I wish there was some numbers on how well that did. If it made a decent amount of money.
Yeah, I know. Like reviews and everything are pretty much all positive.
Yeah.
And I think on Rotten Tomatoes it's got kind of like I think it's an 80% or something. People seem to like it.
Okay. Well, when we after the news and we get to like the what we watch section,
Yeah.
like we'll just give our reviews on the, I guess, most recent 5 movies we watched or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I want to discuss that movie a little bit. Since
Yeah.
we both pretty much have the Hellraiser franchises reviewed on our channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things I want to talk about that Judgment. But
Yeah.
the next piece of news I got, did you hear? I'm sure you read about this. Jason statue found at the bottom of a Minnesota lake.
That is so cool.
Yeah, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the what's it called, the YouTube video.
It looked like it was been in there for a while and everything.
It's been in for a couple of years from what I know, and apparently the guy that did it is now also working on a Freddy that's going to be put in some other lake.
Wow. That's man, if I was the person that found that, I'd be so tempted to just take it.
Take it, yeah. Oh man, but think how creepy that would be if you didn't know it was there and you're just scuba diving and then all of a sudden freaking Jason Voorhees.
See, that would be hard to do all that work and then not have any credit for it for all them years.
Yeah, I mean, all I can think is he probably made it and put it in and then like told his friends like, hey, you should go diving in there. might be something interesting.
Yeah.
And then just wait and see what happened.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was worth noting just because if you people listening haven't seen it, look it up. It's pretty cool. It
It
looks
is.
really exactly like the scene in what is it, part 7? Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
part
it's part. Is it part 6?
it's part 6 where he gets like put down with
Chained down in the
the
lake.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he's sat there looking, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So you can see how old I wrote this news down because I wrote Terra Fire in select theaters.
Oh
Which
yeah.
we'll discuss that when we
Yeah.
get to the
Yeah.
one we watched. The next thing I'm actually really hyped for. I didn't buy the original release of this. People are pissed at this announcement though.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja 3: The Dominion is getting a collector's edition from Screen Factory. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about that, and that honestly, I don't know how to feel about that.
Because you know how they released that disc already.
Yeah.
Well, if you're on the computer now, which I'm sure you are, look up the new cover art for it. Tell me what you think of it.
Okay, I'll just
But while you're looking that up, Scream Factory, they said that that disc, I guess, was like one of their best sellers.
Yeah.
And they said they didn't expect it to sell that well, and they said they all of a sudden they're able to make more special features for it, and they're going to do a new 4K scan on it. So it's going to get an updated picture. But
Well,
I guess
that's
people are pissed
good.
because they're like, we paid top dollar for this when it came out. We should have got the highest presentation of it when it came out. Blah blah blah. But I'm not pissed at all because I didn't buy the original disc, so I'm hyped
not.
for it.
I'm not pissed simply because people should be thankful to even get a Blu-ray of that.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. It's my favorite out of the Ninja trilogy. Although I will say the new artwork, I think, doesn't match the movie at all.
God, that is an abomination.
I know, isn't it? I'm glad
It's
about
just
the new scan, though.
Yeah.
The colors, though, they made it blue and, like, it just doesn't match. The original cover they used, the black and purple,
that's fine.
The movie a lot better.
Yeah, I think that this is a case of they reckon, it's a collector's edition or whatever. We have to get a new cover. And it's like, no.
No, I'm down for him getting a new cover, but
make it look good.
Yeah, like, I don't understand the bright blue and everything. Like, I could understand that kind of cover art for Enter the Ninja.
Yeah.
Because that's a more sunny movie, Franco Nero and all that, but
yeah.
The Ninja 3 is like a possession movie and all that.
Yeah. I'm looking at this, and what I'm seeing, honestly, is someone who's, like, seen, like, the cover of, like, a Red Sonja comic or something, and thought, you know what, we'll use this as the basis.
Yeah. It's
I don't. Yeah, that's not.
I'm actually, when it gets released, I'm probably gonna wait till after 3 months so I don't get the slipcover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's the sort of thing I love slipcovers.
Yeah.
But there are some that are, when the art's that bad, I'll just make it go away.
Yeah. And I don't like throwing them slipcovers away. I think one of the worst offenders of this was, remember Fender Bender?
Yeah.
The reversible art was so badass and amazing.
Yeah.
But the art they used for the slipcover
was just so generic.
I know. I was like, it blew my mind. They,
I mean, the thing is, like, the alternate cover, if you saw that, you'd want to buy that movie as a blind buy, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Because that's like an 80s throwback slasher cover.
Yeah. Then you see, like, the original cover, and you're just kind of like, well, okay. I passed on that about 7 times.
Really? It's actually we reviewed it on this.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, until you actually brought it up and said, like, we should do it. I kept passing on it because I was like, no, I don't want to see that. Look at this cover.
Oh, did you end up buying it when we said
we'd
do it? Oh.
Yeah, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Good flick.
Yeah, I want to see it again, actually.
Yeah.
What the director of that Oh, Night Flyer. I was trying to remember. It was like a bizarre choice for a director because I think his only other horror movie was Night Flyer from the 90s.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna have another one on your resume, that's a good one to have.
Oh yeah, I wish that would get a release. See, there's
Damn
movies like
right.
that. There's a lot of Stephen King movies I feel like should get collector's
Yeah,
editions.
definitely,
Like The
definitely.
Stand. That would be an awesome collector's edition. Just a ton of them.
Yeah,
You know, the Tommy Knockers isn't a good movie, but it would be cool to have a Blu-ray copy of that. And the
yeah,
Golden Years, like a
yeah,
lot of his '90s made-for-TV series need
yeah.
Blu-ray upgrades.
They definitely do, and I mean, hell,
Even Mick
even
Garris's The Shining.
I actually really like McGarris's Shining.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because like I'm not the hugest fan of the Kubrick Shining.
I've just seen it way too many times.
I like it. It's a decent movie. I can appreciate why people like it, but I don't understand this like fervent love of this movie. Like it's the scariest thing ever. It's like
I think the atmosphere
it's
in the
all right.
hotel is pretty creepy.
That it is. It does a lot of stuff right, but it drags as a movie. I've always found that.
Yeah, and Shelley Duvall's hideous to look at.
Oh my god! And all she does is scream.
I know.
Like
I
at
think
some
that
point
Danny Torrance in that movie is really annoying too.
Yeah. Well, then again, Danny Torrance is really annoying in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
He's just an annoying character.
Although the kid from the Mick Garris's is also the kid in Hellraiser 4, right?
I think he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like him. Maybe it's just a thing with me. Like whenever I tend to see like child actors, a lot of the time you can like tell, that they're like precocious child actors.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off.
What do you think of the kid from Pet Cemetery and New Nightmare?
I thought
he has a weird name. I don't remember what it is.
He seemed like an actual kid.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like, an acting child.
Yeah.
And that's something I always think, you can tell acting children from, actual like kid actors, if you will.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
it comes across on screen.
Yeah. Did you see that A Quiet Place yet?
Not yet. I've been meaning to.
Yeah, I heard that. I was been hearing that. I guess the kid in that movie is really good. Supposedly George Clooney worked with him in a movie, said he's the best child actor he's seen. And then John Krasinski, the director of A Quiet Place, says he's the best kid actor he's seen.
Well, that's saying something right there,
Yeah. But,
yeah.
The last little bit of news I got is I got two more. The It's Alive trilogy.
Yep.
Coming from Scream Factory.
Yeah.
Now, I'm really hoping, I don't know, have you seen pictures of this?
Of the release itself?
Yeah. Do you know if it's going to be like the Amityville trilogy where each has its own case? Or is it going to be like the Naschy and Larry Fessenden collection, like a
I
Disney book or whatever?
think they're getting their own cases.
Okay.
I think because well then again it's only three movies, right?
Yeah.
Where like the Fessenden and the Naschy ones are 5 discs per thing, sort of thing, or whatever,
Yeah.
So
because
that
I know
could get
the
a bit.
only set Scream Factory did that with was the Halloween set, and and the only other one is the Amityville set, which I feel like they were going to do this for the It's Alive because Amityville also had only 3.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it what's the word I'm looking for? It justifies like a higher price tag,
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've seen,
I only think it's like $50.
Yeah, but I mean,
up there in Canada, maybe a lot more.
Yeah. The thing is, like the It's Alive movies aren't great.
I haven't seen any of them.
They're okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like if you haven't seen them, and as long as you know like Evil Baby, they're fun.
Yeah.
But like just don't go expecting Citizen Kane. And
Yeah. By the way, did you hear about this whole thing with Scream Factory and Roger Corman?
No.
Something like, I guess, Scream Factory bought the rights to every Roger Corman film, pretty much. It was a big deal, like a big
Yeah.
agreement they had.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Roger Corman's kids are suing Scream Factory because something about their trust, like the deal has some hinders on these kids' trust and all that, so the kids are suing it. It's like, talk about spoiled rich kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like,
especially he's still living. It's like, if I was Roger Corman, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it would be one thing if he was suing.
Yeah.
Then I got no problem if he felt he was like screwed over or something. I can live with that.
Signed the deal.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Roger Corman is no idiot.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a lot of money off cheap movies. I mean,
yeah, when it comes to making movies and stuff, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, I think
he's jump-started so many careers too.
Oh, definitely.
James Cameron.
Yeah.
A bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean, probably if you were to look at his legacy just on the big name directors that he's essentially brought into the filmmaking world,
yeah,
it's a legacy worthy of anybody.
Yeah.
Speaking
of the kids suing Scream Factory, that makes me think if it's Alive Trilogy,
yeah,
you probably want to snatch it up right when it comes out, because say if they do get sued and something happens with that deal, that's quick.
Yeah, it could.
Because think about the Vincent Price sets go for like over $100 or whatever on eBay.
Yeah, they're great sets though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, that is Vincent Price, right? So.
Yeah, I'm debating. I've been hearing nothing but good things about them Nashi sets.
Yeah, I love Paul Nashi.
Yeah,
I really do.
The one Tombs of.
Yeah,
So I still gotta check it out. The Tomb or something, or
something like that. Horror Rises from the Tomb. That's it.
Yeah, there's but Mondo Macabro has released a few Blu-rays. One called like Inquisition.
Yeah,
and another one that I may check those two out before I buy Scream Factories.
Well, the thing with the Scream Factories is they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're like 60, so I could get them both here for like 120, 130.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I like the movies before I lay down 130.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing, it's weird, there have been a lot of movie stars come and gone over the years,
Yeah.
Paul Nashi is the only one that genuinely upset me when he died. And the funny thing was, I'd never seen any of his movies. But I read this article. It was in Rue Morgue magazine. They were talking about him and everything. And it just, I don't know. It really kind of bothered me that he died.
Well, it looked like he had a big love for horror.
Oh, yeah. He was definitely a genuine fan,
Are his movies
of the
like
genre.
that in, what's the right word, controversial or whatever? For when they were made? Because I heard like a lot of them were cut and a lot of them...
Well, the thing is, a lot of Nashi movies have a lot of nudity.
Oh, okay.
And what they did, like especially like with like Horror Rises from the Tomb, for example, they did two versions.
Yeah.
They did a quote unquote like clothed version for like, I guess for the American releases, because for some reason America have a thing with nudity.
To where it would be like softcore or something, or
not like that, but I mean it's like full frontal.
And a lot of 70s satanic movies were like
and you see a lot of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's not particularly the greatest thing, at least. At least I don't think. But
that's how they were filmed and intended. That's how I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
But does the Scream Factory make them all uncut?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all uncut, and usually they include the clothed scenes as well,
Oh, okay.
like as a special feature, so you can watch them, you know, on the side, if you will.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I may end up picking those up eventually here.
yeah. He's just a really interesting person,
Yeah.
you know.
And the last thing I have, well, it should be releases. I got some releases too that we'll
Yeah,
get to after your news. But the last thing
yep.
is, I guess Cyborg is finally coming after a bunch of delays.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Well,
pick that up. I'm pretty excited for it.
yeah. I don't know if I'll pick it up or not. I might wait for
Yeah.
a while, because
The new
when it
cover art kind of sucks, so
yeah
you ain't really
when,
missing out on a slipcover.
no, when it comes to like Jean-Claude Van Damme as well, I like Bloodsport, I like Kickboxer, and really I sort of feel like those are his two masterpieces.
Yeah. What do you think of the MVD line putting out a Black Eagle? I've never even heard of that movie.
I have a vague recollection of a movie called Black Eagle,
Yeah.
but I have no clue what it's about,
And did
honestly.
you see that they're releasing another Van Damme movie? But the cover actually looks really cool. Like the
Yeah,
colors and everything, called Lionheart.
Lionheart. Now that I know that title too.
Yeah, the cover's like purple and it shows Van Damme doing a typical stance or whatever.
Yeah, the stuff that he does.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. I mean, I think that's the kind of title where it'll realistically be like $15 or so.
Yeah,
It's
and at that you can't complain.
yeah, that's not gonna. Again, I've actually been on a big Canon Films kick. That's why I'm actually excited about Ninja 3. And
Yeah,
I don't think Cyborg was a Canon film, but it might as well be.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, man. So
Yeah.
what was your news before we get to releases?
Yes, I got a decent amount. First up was Lin Shaye from Insidious has been cast in the remake of The Grudge that's coming out in
They're remaking The
2019.
Grudge.
They're remaking The Grudge, but apparently from what they've said, it's going to be like American.
Okay. I just hope
Like,
they do something different ghost look-wise. I like the look of the original Ghosts in The Grudge.
but it's been done.
Yeah, and I hope, and I'm tired of seeing the jerky movements they always
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I know what you mean. It needs a shot in the arm.
Yeah, I could see Lin Shaye in that role. I'm assuming she's the old woman that's being taken care of.
I would assume so, or something like
Yeah.
that. I think she's honestly, one of horror's best actors right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, think about it. She's got to be in her 70s, right?
Yeah, and she's just,
Being the headliner in horror movies, theatrical.
yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Even
It
in
really
even
is.
in mainstream movies, there's not a lot of 70-something-year-old women that could headline movies.
No, and I mean, let's be honest. You know how horror fans are. We take a liking to somebody. We'll follow their career for the rest of their lives, right?
Yeah. You think Lin Shaye
So
would have been famous though if it wasn't for Bob Shaye?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was that.
I think her best movie though,
Yeah.
hands down, is it Dead End? Is that what that movie's called? With Ray Wise, and I think that's maybe what it's called. Her and Ray Wise are on the highway with two kids, and their road just never ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The cover's
I
like the back of a
yeah.
car, and you see a woman. So I vaguely remember. I remember really digging it though.
Yeah.
I think it's called Dead End.
That's cool. you know. Yep. So there was that. She's cast in The Grudge. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go in with very low expectations
Yeah.
and hopefully be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Also, Fabio Frizzi is doing the score for the new Puppet Master movie.
I heard this Puppet Master movie is going to be like from a major studio.
I don't know.
I don't know if this is like a full moon direct-to-video, but I feel like I remember hearing they're doing like a theatrical big budget studio Puppet Master film.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
It's another one of those things where it's a property that has legs.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of Charles Band and Full Moon, you've seen that Empire Pictures box set?
Yeah.
That's like $250.
Yeah.
I not May, but in June.
Yeah.
If it's still available, hopefully I'm gonna pick that thing up.
That's cool. I mean, it's a really nice looking box set.
Yeah, I already own Ghost Town, and I think I actually hard to say, or not hard to say, but disappointing to say, I never bought Prison, and I never bought From Beyond. So I'm glad I waited, because if I get this set, it comes with new artwork and all this stuff.
Yeah, and I tell you what, both of those are really solid movies.
Yeah, I've seen From Beyond. I don't remember a whole lot, but I've never seen Prison. But I'm really excited to see it just because of Remy Harland. And,
yeah, well, just this is one thing I always remember whenever I watch Prison. That's the movie that burned Kane Hodder.
Really?
Yeah, that's the movie that he got burned on.
What is he in it?
He's plays like this like dead guy that shows up at one point. I don't want to spoil it, but you know.
Okay. Have you seen that documentary, To Hell and Back?
The Kane Hodder one?
Yeah. I don't even know if it's released or anything, but I saw a trailer and it looked good.
Yeah, I want to see it. I think Kane Hodder's one of those guys I think should be given a Lifetime Achievement Award now. Yeah. You know? Before, no posthumous award or anything. Give it to him now. I mean, damn it, the man's a legend.
Yeah.
And not just in horror either. And he's actually a good actor.
What has he done non-horror wise though?
I don't know.
We actually showed his acting chops in Hatchet. And I know in Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, and he did he played, it's really weird though. He played Ed Gein in Ed Gein, the Butcher of Plainsfield.
Really?
It was
sure
a real
the BTK.
No, it was Ed Gein.
Okay, I know it. The cover he looks like Leatherface.
Yeah, it's a really odd movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on the shelf.
He looks nothing like what Ed Gein looked like.
Ed Gein was like a really skinny, old man.
Yeah, skinny, scrawny little non-threatening guy, and you cast Kane Hodder, but hell, you know, he pulled it off. I mean,
yeah, I'm sure that DVD's out of print because I remember seeing that at Blockbuster and Hollywood Video on the shelf.
Yeah,
and I remember he's looking at you, and he's wearing a skin mask Leatherface.
Yeah, I picked it up used for like $4.
Yeah, you know what I really want to get? You know those serial killer movies they released years and years ago? One was Dahmer, one was Gacy.
Yeah.
And the guy from Leprechaun played Gacy, and I think there was an Ed Gein one.
Yeah.
And a Ted Bundy. There was 4 of them.
Yeah, the Ed Gein one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I want to pick all 4 of them up.
Yeah, I think I have Dahmer somewhere.
Yeah, and I know Jeremy Renner plays Dahmer.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, they were pretty decent little movies, really.
Yeah. And
what I liked is, if I'm remembering them right, because, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen them, but they didn't, it's so easy with, a story about, like Ed Gein, for example, to really make it more than it actually was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inflate the story. And what I remember, they didn't do that. They stuck pretty close to the actual thing.
Yeah, the problem with Ed Gein stuff is he's the serial killer that's been done to death.
Yeah, definitely.
So many movies take influence from it and stuff. You almost get tired of seeing the idea of wearing someone else's skin is just not very interesting to me anymore.
I know. It kind of, loses its impact, I guess you could say.
Yeah. In all actuality, I'm glad Ted Bundy's getting some love because, he's more interesting to me just because so many women were attracted to him and everything. And
oh, yeah, definitely.
There's all that. Did you hear that there's a Ted Bundy movie coming out?
I
Hollywood
did.
theatrical version. And you know who's playing Ted Bundy?
Oh, what's his name? I
Zac
can't remember.
Efron.
Zac Efron, that's it.
And they showed a picture of him, and he actually kind of looks the part.
It's the sort of thing, I mean, we could get like what we got with Elijah Wood in the Maniac remake.
Yeah,
You know,
that wasn't theatrical though, was it?
yeah.
That's why I'm curious is what's going to happen.
Maybe. Yeah, you know, I hope that's what we get. I hope we get like a good one. I hope we don't get like, you know, come see Zac Efron. You know, come see the new Zac Efron movie. It's about Ted Bundy.
Yeah, I think it works though because from what I read about Ted Bundy, all these women loved him, and you know they
Yeah.
were so attracted to him. That's how he was able to do it. And women are attracted to Zac Efron, so
Yeah.
it works out that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so next bit of news we got, going back to The Shining. Apparently, there's been an auction for a copy of The Shining with a deleted scene.
Just a deleted scene.
It's a deleted scene. I think it's like a couple of minutes extra or something. But you know,
who's auctioning this off?
It was some big auction company.
I feel like, so many people have bought that movie. So many people, it's considered a classic. They ought to just do the right thing and release it to all the fans on YouTube and put it on, just re-release The Shining with it for people. That's really lame to me. They're auctioning it off to the highest bidder. That's stupid.
Yeah. It's not the ideal situation, to say the least.
The fans of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, and let's be honest, like, unless it's like Jack Torrance like chopping off Wendy's head or something, no one's really gonna care.
Yeah.
About like maybe him like talking to it's like she carries her kid somewhere or something. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a nothing type scene, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. Also we got this is a little bit old news because it's sold out now, but the Kickstarter, the Indiegogo or whatever that Never Hike Alone have released an official Blu-ray of Never Hike Alone.
Unfortunately, I missed out on it.
Yeah, by the time I heard about it, it was already long sold out.
You think we'll make this available for more people down the road?
I hope they do. Honestly, this is what I hope. I hope that who owns Friday the 13th right now?
Is it Paramount owns Friday the 13th, New Line owns Jason.
Yeah, so, get together, the two companies or whatever, and essentially like buy up a bunch of these fan movies and release them on like a Blu-ray.
Yeah, well,
make it an official release and get them out there. Let people see what like young filmmakers are doing and everything.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a call from Paramount to just do another Friday the 13th.
That would be cool.
The thing with I don't think a big box set will ever happen again because they released the one.
Yeah.
Where the only way you can get Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X on Blu-ray without importing it was that box set.
Yeah.
But it was sold. But it was it's out of print. Goes for like $200.
I know. I refused to pay that.
Yeah, I was sitting there hoping that they would do kind of like what Scream Factory and all those Anchor Bay did with the Halloween set. Giving each one their individual discs and maybe including Never Hike Alone as a bonus feature and stuff.
That would be cool.
But I don't think it'll ever happen, and I only say that because they just released the Blu-ray set of the first 8 and like not bare bones, but just a slimline pack and stuff. So
I
picked it up.
Yeah,
I picked it up too. But I feel like if they were going to release a big box set, they wouldn't have wasted their time with the slimline.
Probably not. But then again, with that, for me, I already had parts 1 to 6. I bought that box set literally just for 7 and 8.
Yeah. I only had 5 and 6 on Blu-ray. All the rest I had on DVD. And the good thing is that, which I find weird though, the first 4 DVD set
Yeah.
Like, the 4-pack.
Yeah.
It came with a pair of 3D glasses for part 3.
Yeah.
But the
The
Blu-ray
new, the
set
new,
doesn't have it.
I know. I kept mine from my old one.
Yeah, I still have that old DVD set with them, and
Yeah.
my Friday the my Nightmare on Elm Street set has 3D glasses too.
Yeah. It's neat to have the 3D version, but
That's the version I watch just because it's more fun to me.
yeah, I find it really hard to watch.
Yeah, it makes everything blurry.
Not just that, like I get a headache watching it.
Yeah.
And, maybe it's just because I've gotten used to, like, modern 3D, and I've never been, like, the whole red and blue 3D experience.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is, right,
Yeah.
Yeah, so got a few more news things here. We're getting a sequel to the original Leprechaun.
I saw that. Am I the one that told you about that? Did I tell you to see that little trailer thing?
I don't think so. I saw it on Bloody Disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's directed by the guy that did The Void.
You mean the Astron 6?
Yeah, whichever part of them did The Void.
Wow. That's makes me more excited. But when I saw that it's not even a trailer, it's like a little teaser.
Yeah.
I thought the look of them was perfect. I mean, you obviously can't get Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
And I'm super that I can't even watch. I've seen the WWE one.
Yeah.
I hate that movie. I think it's awful.
See, what I found the problem with that one was it completely, like, ignored all the others.
They made it a creature feature. And
I
you
mean,
know me with creature features, I don't like them.
Yeah, I'm cool with that as long as they have, like, what would have saved that movie, I think, would have been if right at the very end, after it was all over, Warwick Davis had showed up as the Leprechaun and essentially, like, sort of like been talking to the other Leprechaun and essentially be saying, like, well, this is what happens when, like, they get your gold and you don't get it back.
Yeah, I don't know. The
Make
point
it,
of the
make it
Leprechaun,
like something. Make it something that there'd be, like, a reason why it was so different.
Yeah. The point of the Leprechaun series, though, to me, is just the charisma and just the personality of the Leprechaun. You know what I mean? Literally, the Leprechaun didn't speak at all in the origins. It didn't even look like a leprechaun.
No, let's be honest. It was like a gremlin or something, Yeah. Honestly, if you hadn't had the name Leprechaun on it, you would have never associated it with the Leprechaun movies.
No.
And maybe that's what they should have done.
Yeah, I hate that movie.
Yeah.
Did you see my unboxing video I just posted?
Yeah, I saw that you got the Blu-ray set, yeah.
Yeah, I only had them on DVD, and I was actually shocked I had the slipcover. I'm like, this thing came out like 4 years ago.
I know.
What in the world? But anyways, I was looking at the back, it comes with Origins.
Yeah.
I was like, it's cool they included it, but I'm like, it almost lessens the set that they included that.
I always just think of it as a bonus feature.
Yeah.
When
I do a franchise review, I'm going to give my quick thoughts on it, but I'm not going to rewatch it. I can't rewatch it.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
Yeah. So got a few more news things here. This is kind of interesting. On Record Store Day, they're going to be releasing the soundtrack to Grindhouse's Planet Terror.
Really?
Yeah. By Vares Saraband is apparently bringing
some kind of colored vinyl in it, or
it's a white vinyl. It looks pretty damn nice, honestly.
What's the cover art?
It's got, like, Rose McGowan there with her gun leg, and
okay.
Yeah, it looks kind of like the cover of the movie, honestly.
Okay. Did you see the Up in Smoke release for Cheech and Chong?
No, I didn't see it. Is it look good?
Yeah, it's the comedy album, I guess, for Up in Smoke, and it's a marijuana leaf picture disc.
Oh, that's cool.
It's shaped like a leaf and everything.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, it looks badass.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few more news things here. Apparently they're going to be remaking Castle Freak from Full Moon.
Yeah, I just read that today.
I
can't get the creature to look as good as it did in the 90s.
I seriously doubt it, because you know they're going to go like CG.
Yeah, I love the look of the original Castle Freak.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just an all-around good movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those ones that deserves more love than it gets.
Yeah, that has a Blu-ray release, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. I picked it up a bit back. It's actually a pretty solid release.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Also, they're making a sequel to the movie He Never Died with Henry Rollins.
I
But
still haven't seen it.
it's a great movie. It really is. Really great movie.
I love Henry Rollins' music, but
yeah,
I could never get into him acting for some reason.
Yeah.
I've only seen him in Sons of Anarchy and I think Wrong Turn too.
Yeah, he plays this role really well. And you feel almost like you're watching Henry Rollins be Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
You know? But this sequel, though, I don't know what to make about this. The sequel is going to be called She Never Died. Henry Rollins isn't going to be in it, and it's going to have a female lead. So I don't know what is it a remake?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I didn't see the original, so I have no idea.
I don't know. I mean, apparently they're the guy that directed the original is wanting to make a TV series of it, and Henry Rollins is going to be in that.
Wow.
But yeah, so this is a different director behind this. Yeah, it says here the original director stepped away from directing the sequel in order to focus on getting his long-planned television adaptation off the ground. So, they've got this Audrey Cummings is going to be directing the new one, and it's called She Never Died. I don't know. I don't know. In theory, it could be good, but, you know, if it's going to be like a remake, tell us it's going to be a remake.
Yeah.
You know, don't pass it off as a sequel if it's not a sequel. Okay, just a few more things here. Jason Blum has seen the new Halloween and says it's really good.
Yeah, I saw that too.
We'll see what happens, you know. Bill Moseley has said 3 from Hell is Rob Zombie's masterpiece.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It is. And also on the topic of 3 from Hell, it's got like 80% of the cast from 31.
Wow, I wonder if the black dude.
I don't know. I know it's got Doomhead, the guy that played Doomhead.
Yeah. He was
It's
also
got
in Halloween too.
Yeah. It's got the guy that plays Schizohead, so one of the clown guys.
Yeah. What about the midget?
He's in it too.
Oh, okay.
It's something. It's crazy. It's like, I think it's something like 70 or 80% of the cast.
I'm curious to know what it's about.
So do I. I mean, in theory, you could go one of two ways, because it's not, from what I've heard, it's not a prequel. You know, so obviously they are alive.
Yeah.
So you can either go really one of 3 ways, really. One, you can go like into like the supernatural,
I don't
and
think
you
it's
could.
gonna do that.
No, that's quite unlikely, but it would be kind of cool if you locked it in kind of with like Lords of Salem and everything and made it like a world. They could go that way.
Like an ambush or something, like
it could be, yeah.
Hide on the side or something.
That's a possibility as well. The other thing I thought was they could use Dr. Satan and essentially have it like, you know, they got all shot up, they're dead, they bring them back to the morgue or whatever, and like Dr. Satan is there somehow.
I'd like to see that.
That would be awesome because Dr. Satan was severely underused.
Yeah.
And then he brings them back to life. Or the third option, which is kind of the one that I would like to see. I'd like to see the movie start with the ending of The Devil's Rejects. So the whole ending plays out. They go on, they're shooting, all the bullets are going off and everything, they get killed, and then it cuts back, and they'd still be in the car, and the idea would be, this is what they think is going to happen.
Oh, okay. Like that was just. Them.
Yeah, that was them thinking like, we're going to go in here, we're going to start shooting, we're going to go down guns blazing, but that's not how it actually turns out.
Yeah, that seems probably the more realistic way they're going to go.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm looking forward to it because, I dig Rob Zombie's movies, even 31.
Yeah, that was my least favorite.
It's the weakest of all of his movies, definitely.
Yeah.
But I still have a bit of love for it, mainly simply because of Doomhead.
Yeah, he was badass, especially that opening monologue.
That alone, if he'd just done that and released it as a short film, I think, you'd be getting, if not Oscar consideration, you'd be getting like awards and stuff.
Yeah.
If he just released it as like a little 5-8 minute short film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just moving on, last couple of bits of news. Andy Muschietti is returning to direct It Chapter 2 starting in July.
That's good.
Yeah.
Usually flying, so I remember when they said 2019, I was like, geez.
I know,
time's flying, so it should get here pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love the first one, and also a trailer has dropped for the documentary about the original.
They didn't really show anything though, but I am excited for it.
It'll be interesting, I think.
Is that going to be released in the U.S.? Because I know you don't got to worry about it because you got the region free, but
yeah.
I remember when they released Leviathan, the Hellraiser documentary.
Yeah.
That was only available in like the UK or whatever in a non-USA format.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm seeing here it'll release in summer.
Is it from the creators of the Pet Sematary documentary?
I think it might be.
Because that got released in the US, so.
Yeah, that got a release just recently, actually, on like a wide release. It had a release from Horror Pack had a release of it for, quite a while, and then it's got the new.
Do you have it then?
No, unfortunately. It was one of those things you could get it if you bought a year's subscription. I just go month by month, so I couldn't get it. Have you
thought about not doing the Horror Pack, or do you just like the exclusives so much you don't want to miss out?
I like the exclusives.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing is, a lot of times when you go back later and you look on their site, if you want to buy one of the limited editions or whatever, they're going for $40-45.
Wow.
So, you pay 25 or whatever for the actual thing. And if you get maybe two out of the 3, 2 out of the 4, if you get that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Hell, if you just get the one, the exclusive,
Yeah. No, I like you getting it because I get the ones you already got.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to see that Dracula Blu-ray. I haven't seen that in so long.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on Blu-ray, so.
It's a beautiful movie, and the Blu-ray shows it.
Yeah, do you know, speaking of that Dracula movie real quick?
Yeah.
In that Leviathan documentary,
yeah.
Did you hear that Gary Oldman wanted to play Dr. Channard in Hellbound? And he really wanted to, and the only reason he played Dracula is because he wanted to be in a horror movie.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Because I, for my money, he's honestly one of the best all-around actors around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a couple more news pieces here. We got, apparently it's now official. They are working on a sequel to Jigsaw.
I'll check it out. I mean,
So will I, but...
the more time after Jigsaw, the more I kind of am digging it.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to... I haven't bought it or anything like that.
I haven't either.
I
I'm waiting for a price drop.
Yeah, well, actually, Grindhouse Video, did you... Because that Leprechaun set, I only got it because he said he got a bunch of Blu-rays in that he's selling dirt cheap, just get rid of stock or whatever from, I guess, the distributor.
That's cool.
And but he has stuff like Frozen or whatever for like $6, and you know.
I really hope you're talking about the good Frozen.
No, the Disney one.
Ah!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But he had like stuff like that, like Frozen. He has like that 35th anniversary Halloween, you know, that book version.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For like $6, but oh man, what movie were we just talking about?
Jigsaw.
Yeah, Jigsaw. He's got it on there for like $11. So.
See, that's worth it at that price.
Yeah.
Up here, everywhere I look, it's still $24.99.
Really?
And I mean, hell, I feel I've paid enough going to see it.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. I mean, even at Best Buy here, it's like $12.99, $15.
Yeah. Everywhere I'm seeing it up here, it's that, you know. I guess because it's still officially considered like almost like a new release.
Yeah. I got to admit, though, I think the cover is the best cover in the whole franchise.
It's a really nice looking cover.
Yeah. And Best Buy has an exclusive steelbook, and it was like the IMAX cover art.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to get it, but my Best Buy had it for $27.99.
Yeah, and
I'm
I mean,
not
you know,
that for it.
No, you know, if you're gonna pull out $27.99, whatever, you want like a good movie.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
What helps it though is it does have like a feature-length documentary on the whole series.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, it could be worth it just for that alone.
Yeah, I kind of would want to see a documentary on it.
Yeah. Just two more bits of news here. Wellgo USA are going to be releasing a movie called Gonjam Haunted Asylum. Apparently, it's about some haunted asylum in Korea.
Wow.
So, apparently, it's like #1 in Korea. Let's see here. It earned $10.2 million.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Are you cutting out a bit?
I was for a second, but...
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Anyways. So what's your last piece of news?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you have one
Cutting
more
out
piece?
now.
Or?
Hello?
Yep. We have minor technical difficulties.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we had minor technical difficulties there for a second.
Yeah. So as I was saying, Gonjam Haunted Asylum. It's a Korean flick.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and apparently it beat out Ready Player One.
Really?
Over in Korea, so
that's surprising
quite
because Ready Player One's like a video game type thing, and Asians love video games. So
yeah, but apparently it beat it out, so that's pretty good. And last bit of news is just says here, Platinum Dunes promises more original genre films and no more horror reboots.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, apparently it says here, with A Quiet Place scaring up $50 million domestically this past weekend, we'd say that's not only is horror super hot right now, but original horror is hotter than ever. It's about damn time people figured it out.
But the thing is, though, it was the highest grossing horror movie of all time.
Yeah, but hell, it was yeah, it was a remake, but it was original for, for what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. All those...
Yeah.
Was that your last piece of news or nah?
Yeah, that's the last piece of news I got.
All right, let's just talk about, like, 2 trailers or whatever. Actually,
Yeah, sure.
a couple. There's one trailer. Did you see the trailer for Hereditary?
Hereditary.
It should have been in the beginning of Strangers 2, but it's the one where, like, the grandma died, and there's a little girl. She's, like, really bizarre looking.
Yeah, and then she starts, like, acting like the grandmother or something, or...
Yeah, like, the commercial's really weird. Like, it shows a kid, like, slamming his head into a desk and freaking out, and all of a sudden there's someone on fire in the living room, and then it shows, like, a bird dying and her cutting the head off with scissors. It looked actually really creepy.
It did.
And there's one scene in the trailer where this kid's, like, laying in bed and he's just covered in fire ants.
Oh, man, someone's not having a good day.
Yeah, next time you go on YouTube, check out that trailer again, and it looks really good. And A24, I think, is Blumhouse, but better.
Oh, cool.
Putting A24, they haven't let me down yet. They've done The Witch. I know they've done The Blackcoat's Daughter, The Green Room. They're doing like low budget horror, but I think making it more quality.
Yeah. Just as you were just saying there, The Blackcoat's Daughter, I learned something really interesting today.
Huh.
It has a release over here, but it's not called The Blackcoat's Daughter.
Is it Jennifer or something, like a name?
No, it's called The Devil's Daughter.
And it's the same movie?
Apparently.
Wow.
By that guy, I can't remember his name. Perkins.
The director, Oz Perkins?
Yeah. Same director and everything, but it's called The Devil's Daughter.
Huh. I mean, it makes sense. You've seen the movie, right?
No, I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh my god. Dude. I can't even believe you haven't seen that.
I know. I've been hearing such good things.
It was one of my favorites of the year it came out. It's such a good movie. It's a slow burn, but it's chilling, man. Like, the way they portray Satan and stuff is just really eerie.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe you haven't seen that.
I've been wanting to get the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just seems to have a DVD release over here from what I can see.
Wow.
So
pick that Devil's Daughter up then.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes out, man. Especially you'd love it, dude.
Yeah.
The way it all comes together at the end.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're not going to see it coming, dude.
That's cool.
It's crazy. It's a depressing movie. Like, the end, it's one of the most depressing endings I've ever seen in a movie.
That's one of those things, I like depressing endings.
So do I.
It's like, there's nothing worse than a movie that's like been like dark and everything, and then it gets to the end and they tack on a happy ending.
Oh yeah, that's like the Inside remake I just watched for Body Bags.
Oh, did they?
They Hollywoodized the ending, made it everything's good at the end, everything's all happy. And I'm like, that's when I was like, fuck this shit.
I hate it. Seriously. If, like, could you imagine, like, American Guinea Pig or something with a happy ending?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Like it was all a dream.
No, man, I don't think you'll probably ever see the remake of Inside, but if you do, that ending ruins the whole thing. The whole movie sucks. I mean,
yeah,
it's just a piece of crap.
Well, let's be honest, it didn't need remaking anyway.
Yeah. But I hope to God they don't do High Tension or Frontiers.
I think probably with High Tension it's long enough that they're not going to bother.
Yeah.
Frontiers, maybe.
They can't do them better. But no. I refuse to see the Martyrs remake. I just can't do it.
I have the Blu-ray. I got it for $1. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, I can't. That's too good of a movie.
I know, and
they're not going to make the ending like the original's ending.
no, I doubt it'll be anywhere near as good, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I
And
couldn't
then
pass it up for $1.
yeah. And the next trailer, I watched that Ghost Stories trailer. It
Yeah,
actually looks really good, man.
it
Like the
does.
way the trailer was cut and everything.
Yeah,
Although I don't really, you don't really see anything, but it looks kind of eerie.
it's got this kind of like, I want to say like almost like an like urban decay type feel to it. You know, it's like everything seems kind of like cold and, just I don't know how to describe it really.
Yeah.
All I know is this: I saw the stage production. I loved it.
Is it like a serious freaky type?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's got like a lot of like I don't know how much I should say because like at least for the stage production they don't want you to give away any spoilers.
Yeah, I don't want to hear spoilers.
You know, they go kind of out of their way. It's got some honestly some genuinely creepy stuff
Oh, okay.
in the stage production, and from what I've been seeing and from what I've been hearing from like the film festivals and everything, it's in the movie too.
Wow.
So
Do you have any idea when it's supposed to come out? Or is there no word at all?
from what I know, actually quite soon.
Oh, okay.
Stories there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it looks to be a British Blu-ray release.
Is it going to be coming out stateside?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to suck if I'm not
sure
able to see it.
I'm quite sure it's going to get a release over here because, horror's big business.
Yeah.
It's up for pre-order from Lionsgate in Britain.
I'm sure
So,
Lionsgate will release it here then.
Yeah, and it says on the cover, best British horror movie for years.
Yeah, I saw it said that in the trailer too.
Yeah, so I'm definitely down
Yeah.
because I loved the stage production. So
Yeah.
what was neat with the stage production is they went all out. You know how like usually like if I don't know if you go to see many stage shows or whatever,
No.
but usually it's like a theater. You go into the theater and then you go to your seat and everything, and that's just kind of it, right?
Yeah.
This you go into the theater and there's like warning tape around the theater. You go into the bathroom and they have like these like mannequins in the bathroom and everything, like all this creepy stuff. They do the entire theater.
Wow.
Like with all this creepy stuff like that's like in the show and everything.
Would your parents go and everything?
Me and my mom went.
What does she think of it?
She didn't find it very scary. But then again, I get the idea she's probably watching most of it with her eyes closed.
Is your mom like real into horror or not really?
Not really. My mom jumps at the, like a door slam. She's like, ooh, But yeah, I drug her along to see that, and it was a great show. It really was.
Yeah.
So the movies should be good too.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about one more trailer and then get into The Strangers, because I'm actually going to have to go at like 9:15.
Yeah.
But it's cool we were able to do this, get something out there, and I'm thinking next week we'll record or basically whenever you get the package from me,
Yeah.
is when we'll do the Takashi Miike episode.
Yeah.
Because it says it should be getting to you in like 7 days, so...
That's pretty damn quick, so I'm quite pleased with that.
So pretty much for everybody listening, probably like... Let's play it safe and say like 8-9 days from now.
Yeah.
We'll have the new episode, because you're going to need a day to watch it.
Yeah.
But
I'll watch it the moment it comes in, so...
Yeah, it's so bloody, so gory.
So looking forward to it.
Yeah. Have you seen anything about it, or?
I've purposely avoided seeing anything about it.
So you know nothing about it, really?
I know the kind of like the basic plot from like the manga and everything.
Yeah.
But I've tried to stay away from spoilers, from trailers.
Yeah,
Everything.
the guy is badass.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, there's like a villain samurai guy. He's not the main villain, but he's like one of the
Yeah,
henchmen guy. Super creepy. But
that's good.
the last trailer I wanted to talk about was Dark Crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you checked out. Basically, anybody listening, if you liked the number 23 and like Jim Carrey's dark acting,
Yeah.
dude, this movie looks sick, I think.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it looks like it takes place in another country.
Yeah. Honestly, when I was watching the trailer, though, I was getting some real Tenebrae vibes.
Really? Oddly enough, I haven't seen Tenebrae yet. I got the Blu-ray from Grindhouse, but I haven't seen it yet.
Tenebrae
I'm excited
is awesome.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I've had people tell me, like, so many people have different favorite Argento movies. Like,
Yeah.
one dude on the video commented, oh, Opera is Argento's best film. And then people are like, oh, no, Suspiria is his best film. And then I've heard a lot of people say Tenebrae.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see. I'm going to watch them all soon.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see which one I dig the most.
Yeah, well, they're all very different, so like Tenebrae is like your Giallo type thing. You got Suspiria with like your
Witch and all that.
yeah, and and Opera, I think sort of, if I remember right, it's been a long time since I saw Opera. I remember it was beautiful, but
Yeah.
that falls more into like the Giallo as well. So, it's really personal choice, really.
Yeah, I was slacking on Argento for some reason. After I watch those, I'm going to pick up Phenomenon.
Phenomena's I've always liked.
Yeah, there's a few other ones I need to get. Inferno.
Yeah,
Cat of Nine
Inferno's good
Tails
too.
I need to get. And,
Yeah.
Deep Red, obviously.
Oh, I love Deep Red.
The cool thing is Blue Underground has that triple pack of Deep Red, Inferno, and there's another one.
Yeah.
Cat of Nine Tails.
Yeah.
For $24, so that saves me a lot of money.
Yeah.
For not picking up the Arrow sets.
Yeah.
Which I don't need those special editions. I'm cool with just the triple pack.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that trailer though, for anybody listening, check it out, because I don't think it's getting a lot. I haven't heard anything about it. I had stumbled across it just on YouTube one day.
Yeah.
I saw Jim Carrey with a beard, so I was like, oh, I'm going to check this out. And then the trailer is women being walked around on leashes and kicking stuff over and it just looked intense. I was like, geez.
Yeah.
It's not about it's a horror. It's like a horror crime author they think is killing people because these people are dying the same way in the books.
Yeah. It's funny because that's essentially the exact plot to Tenebrae.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how much, obviously, I mean, you can do a lot with that basic premise.
Yeah.
And the more Jim Carrey dark stuff I can see, the better.
Yeah. Plus, it's after his breakdown and stuff, so I'm interested to see how it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I remember that breakdown.
Yeah. And then the video of him painting, he's just like doing weird paintings now.
Yeah, have you seen some of his paintings?
Yeah, I saw that video, like The World Needed Color or something like that.
Yeah.
Some little documentary.
I don't know what to make of it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
so, apparently he's a painter now.
Yeah.
Well, to each their own,
Yeah. But before we get into the Strangers and Strangers 2, I just wanted to point out too real quick that I'm so stoked for this. Mm-hmm. Scream Factory's putting In the Mouth of Madness out in a collector's edition.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's my favorite Carpenter flick of all time.
I agree. I love it.
Honestly, it's got H.P. Lovecraft influence, Stephen King influence.
Yeah.
It's got, the beginning has like a Metallica sounding thrash song and
yeah,
it's just...
interesting note about that. Originally, he wanted to get a Metallica track.
You could tell because it sounds something straight off of Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, but they couldn't, for whatever reason, they couldn't come to terms to get it or whatever. So essentially, they wrote their own.
Wow.
and it works.
Yeah, but I'm super hyped for that release. Just wanted to put that out there. And on Walmart.com now, I've read this on the 22 Shots page. I guess Walmart has a pre-order link up for $15.
Wow.
And Amazon doesn't have a pre-order link up right now. So even if it may be a misprice thing on Walmart's part, but I'd lock in that price before it goes away, because I'm sure it will.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It has one of the creepiest moments in all of his movies where he's on the highway and that old woman's like riding a bike.
Oh, yeah. That scene, I think, is right up there with, I mentioned this a lot, the sister from Pet Sematary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and
it's that kind of eeriness.
Everyone knows what I mean when I say the sister from Pet Sematary.
Yeah, she's creepy. It's that same kind of eeriness. Just like if you saw her walking down the street at night, you'd
just be like, nope.
Yeah.
You're just walking down like there? Nope. Go the other way.
I just start running.
Turn around, go that way.
Let's make the Strangers one little talk quick. Just our general thoughts on it.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of the original Strangers?
I love it. It's a complete S-class film as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I've heard people shitting on that movie.
I can understand why.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a very specialized type of movie.
Yeah.
I'll say. It's not like a fun time or anything. It's one of those movies that, how can I describe it? Like, have you ever seen a movie that's, you see it and you're like, damn, that was a good movie, but you come out of it feeling like horrible?
Yeah.
Like Martyrs.
Yeah, well, it has that really negative ending.
Yeah, and not just that, like, no one, I think, would argue that it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
But, well, let's say this. It's a good film.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
necessarily a good movie.
Yeah, I think it's a modern classic for sure.
Yeah.
I think the performances of everyone in the movie were good. Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
It just has some of the creepiest imagery with, like, Sackhead just standing in the shadows, just staring at her.
That's the stuff that I loved, the fact that, like, he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Just throwing her cell phone in the fire and everything.
Yeah.
Little stuff.
Well, it's kind of like when, in Terra Fire, that point where, the girl, like, comes around the corner and he's just kind of stood there.
Oh, that's my favorite scene.
Yeah, he doesn't actually do anything, but it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But, I just want to give our quick thoughts on that because we'll focus more on the one that just came out. Now, that Scream Factory Blu-ray, I haven't seen the transfer yet. And, it was available at Best Buy. I think it still is, maybe. I don't know. But like a week ago, it was on sale for $15 with the slip. So I heard it on Facebook groups. I rushed and got it. What's bizarre to me is that they released that as a collector's edition.
Yeah, that is kind of odd,
Because there's still no commentary. There's not one commentary. The only thing new is literally interviews with the guy who played Sackhead, the guy who played the doll face one, the mother type one.
Yeah.
And then interview with the director. That's the only new feature.
Yeah.
So isn't that bizarre they put that as that should have been just a regular release.
It should have, really. I mean, there's no... I'm just taking a look at the Amazon listing.
I give them props, though, for including a different cover for the reverse, like not using the one that was already on the Blu-ray. I showed you the cover. It's just the doll face with the knife.
Yeah, I love that cover. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there doesn't look to be anything super, new about it. I don't know.
I think it's just the transfer, I guess, is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, it's $15 on Amazon too, so.
Yeah, it's worth $15 for the new transfer.
Yeah, probably. I mean, not that the old transfer was bad.
Yeah, I never got that. I just had a DVD of it.
Yeah, It's you know, it's good. Nothing wrong with it. Blu-ray.com gives it like a 3.5 out of 5 for video.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now the last thing, Strangers Pray at Night.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of it?
Well, first up, I will not call it that.
What do you call it?
I call it Strangers 2.
Why, you don't like the Pray at Night?
I hate it.
Really?
That name it just screams 90s cheese.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it either. They should have just called it The Strangers 2.
Yeah. I mean, or at the very least make Pray at Night like an undertitle.
Yeah.
You know? But the movie itself, phenomenal.
Yeah, it's one of my top 3 of the 2018 so far.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like they're going like what a lot of films are doing now. They're trying to do like a throwback style.
Yeah.
Because this feels like an 80s slasher sequel. Because basically, they took it's still a serious movie, but you got to admit they added a lot of like unbelievable kind of things to it.
Oh,
like
definitely.
Just in like, for example, the truck on fire.
Oh man!
At the end, and then him doing that, and then what does she do? It's been like over a month since I've seen it.
Yeah.
What was it she did, and you think he's dead for sure?
Well,
there's 2 times it like fakes you out.
Yeah, she didn't she like?
Maybe it was just blew the truck up and it was on fire, and he's still going. And then at the end, the sackhead dude, she's driving off in the truck like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style.
Yeah, I mean that was pushing it.
Yeah, and then at the end, isn't there something with the hospital or something?
The like someone knocks on the door.
Yeah,
and it's the same type of knock that they gave. So it's one of those, could it be or couldn't it be type endings.
Yeah.
One thing I found, though, about this, which I don't know whether when the Blu-ray comes out it might address this.
Did they have a date for it?
For the Blu-ray, I think
it's May? Or is it June?
Let me take a look.
I know it's real soon.
Yeah, Strangers Pray at Night.
The turnaround date for Blu-rays now is crazy.
Yeah, June 12th.
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
I'm going to buy it for sure.
And you know what? It's on at $20 on Amazon.
Okay. Are they using the same theatrical cover for the slip?
It looks like it. Yeah, it's just the 3 stood there with 2 with knives and the guy with the axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that I noticed when I was watching the movie, though, and I don't know whether you got this, but it occurred to me at one point, I think there might be 2 guys.
As sackhead?
Yeah. And I don't mean as actors. I mean 2 sackheads. Because remember that scene where he's driving around the truck and she's like hiding in the like, I want to say it's like a sewer thing, but it's not. It's like a play thing.
Yeah.
At that exact same time that he's doing that, Sackhead is stabbing the father.
Really?
It takes place at the same time. So there's no way he could have like jumped out of the car and like ran to the other car to stab the father. I think there's 2 sackheads.
I don't know. I'll have to watch it again with that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it in the theater and I was just like, wait a minute. Like what's going on here? Like, is there 2 of them or is there just one? And I'm not sure, but I thought also it looked like his coat was a different color as well. It could just be a continuity error, but
Yeah, that's most likely the case. Although I'm curious, I hope this Blu-ray has a commentary.
Let's take a look. They have the back. Let's see what it says. Alternate ending. Prep for Night music video director's cut. A look inside The Strangers Pray at Night. Family Fights Back and music of The Strangers Pray at Night. It doesn't mention a commentary.
They're probably going to follow this because the original one had no commentary.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I love commentaries.
Yeah, that's the only special feature I really ever need.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what'd you think of that whole pool scene, though?
I loved the pool scene.
Yeah, that's obviously the highlight of the whole movie.
And we have to talk about the soundtrack.
Oh, and that's what I was going to say, too. Perfect soundtrack.
Oh,
Just
man.
80s pop.
I want that soundtrack on vinyl, but it doesn't exist.
You think they may release it?
I hope they do, because, I mean, I know there's a CD out of it.
Yeah.
But, damn it, I want that on vinyl.
Well, you want that Tiffany, I Think We're Alone Now song on vinyl?
Yes, I do, actually.
It's a catchy song.
Yeah, every song in that movie worked like it was perfect.
Yeah, it fit with the movie too because right when the dude, the doll-faced woman, she's like running after him, you hear that turn around.
I know.
Yeah, it fit it perfectly.
Oh yeah, I completely love the soundtrack. It's a top tier soundtrack, I think.
Did it bug you knowing though that girl was wearing a Ramones shirt? You probably never heard him.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
They could have at least gave her like a Metallica shirt or something.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the character was actually a Ramones fan.
Yeah.
You know, but more than likely, probably not.
Yeah. I think the mom, I always liked her too.
Yeah.
Everything is that redhead chick.
Yeah.
And also, the last thing about it, I like the atmosphere of this movie too. Just the trailer park with nobody there.
I know.
Just thick fog.
Yeah, and well, one thing I did notice though, and since the Blu-ray, we're getting an uncut version. I noticed where scenes were trimmed in the theatrical cut.
Really?
Like I noticed scenes like where they'd like she'd swing the knife and then all of a sudden like the girl would be stabbed, but it didn't show the stab happen.
Really?
Yeah. We'll
have to do with this movie? If it doesn't have a commentary, we'll have to do a commentary for it.
Yeah, definitely.
That way you can point all this stuff out, like, on it and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a solid flick.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
a worthy sequel. Unfortunately, I don't think it did too good.
Yeah, I don't know if it did or not.
Although the people that have seen it, like, I heard people like love it a lot more than the first one. I like them both the same for different reasons.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a more what's the word I'm looking for?
It's more fun.
Yeah, well, it's more accessible to like your average everyday movie fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just checking Rotten Tomatoes to see what they said about it. If come on, open up. It's wow.
Bad.
It's got a 38%.
Yeah, it ain't good. I know it didn't do well. Like, I know we'll probably never ever get a sequel.
Well, let's put it this way. Rampage has a 50%.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, it's
wow.
a rock movie,
Yeah. Ghost Stories has 95%.
That's good.
Yeah. Holy crap.
But I don't put too much stock into Rotten Tomatoes.
God. Truth or Dare?
0.
15%.
Yeah, that's about right. That was a ridiculous movie. Oddly enough, remember Get Out had like 100?
Yeah.
So I don't put too much stock into Rotten Tomatoes.
No.
Because I liked Get Out, but I'm so sick and tired of hearing.
I know. Well, people go on and on like it's like the end-all be-all of horror movies.
I know. I thought it was just average at best.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure for
Let's be honest. You think it's because it's a black comedian that directed that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, you know, people didn't expect that from him.
Yeah, definitely.
And then he came out with it, and so people were kind of blown away. That's what I think it was,
Yeah.
And the thing is, we'll have to see what he follows it up with.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he does another horror movie.
I hope he does, because honestly, smart, like, horror movies can be few and far between, and Get Out is a smart horror movie.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see more that way. I hope he just doesn't... This is going to sound really weird. What I liked about Get Out was it was a decent story in and of itself.
Yeah.
It didn't matter, like, what color the actors were. You could have taken, like Chinese people and put them in the same role as the black people are in this movie, and it would still be a really good movie.
You could have done a white person going into a real ghetto black family,
Yeah, the story itself was just worked. I hope that if he does more horror in the future, he doesn't just do quote unquote black horror.
Yeah.
Make good horror. If your characters are black, if your characters are white, if your characters are, I don't know, from Mars, it doesn't matter. If the story is good and the pacing and everything is good, you'll make a good movie.
Yeah, I'm just stoked for the Tales from the Hood sequel.
That's gonna be good.
Speaking of black horror.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. Let's say that.
Yeah, you don't have Tales from the Hood, do you?
No, it's one of those ones that up here in Canada, there's one store that I know that sells it. It's the same one that sells Blade of the Immortal.
But they want 40.
For Tales from the Hood, they want $59.99.
That's like
insane.
I know. Like, do you ever bring it up to him and be like, "This single disc is $60. That's the price of a box set."
Yeah.
Does he use importing as an excuse or something?
I think so. I mean, it's just, I could understand if it was a place like, I want to say like Grindhouse, but I mean like not Grindhouse as a store, but like that type of store, like a specialty store or something.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just a little place in a mall.
Why don't like an FYE type thing?
Sorta, yeah. It's just well, we used to have HMV over here, and you used to be able to buy movies and everything from HMV. They shut down, so you don't get those anymore. So now, you're stuck either ordering online.
Yeah, why don't you get a lot of those Scream Factory titles just from Grindhouse? Because he ships them internationally.
Yeah,
and I think you can get Tales from the Hood for like $19.99 there.
Yeah, I think I might. It's like the thing with Grindhouse. I like getting a good-sized order.
That's what you need to do, yeah. Like, get a bunch of Scream Factories that are really expensive there.
Yeah, because I mean, a good example is just like the other week I got a box of records from Season of Mist.
Yeah.
So it came from down in the States, and
you said it was $20 to ship it.
Yeah, the shipping was like $20, but if I'd bought 3, it was like 19.
Huh.
So it was like $1 more or $2 more, and I got 6. So if I'm gonna pull out say maybe 15 or $16 on shipping, I want a decent amount of stuff to come through. I don't just want one.
Well, what is Grindhouse Video's deal? Is it a set price?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know when the last order I got from them, he actually sent me money back.
Really?
Yeah, he gave me $8 back in for shipping because I guess he overestimated at first how much it was going to be.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's what I'd do if I were you. Just get like whenever you get paid or whatever, just pick out like 5 or 6 Scream Factory releases that are like 40, $60 there.
Yeah,
Just order them for
just get them
nineteen
shipped
ninety
up.
nine there.
Yeah, I mean it's the sort of thing. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why there's such price disparity.
Yeah,
I think it's because they're officially considered an import.
yeah,
You know, and I mean, let's be honest, they're not imports.
yeah.
It's
Also,
a border. You know, it's not like it's coming over the ocean or anything.
yeah. Also, one more thing before I go, I wanted to point out to you.
Yeah.
Grindhouse, remember I told you he got a bunch of stuff dirt cheap or whatever?
Yeah.
Two of the titles he got are Vestron titles.
Really?
And he said he got a bunch of the copies of them in, so whenever you do an order at Grindhouse, I'm sure they'll still be there. But
That's cool.
Chopping Mall,
He's got Chopping Mall?
yeah, Chopping Mall and Blood Diner, both
Oh
15
man.
bucks.
I love Chopping Mall.
So for 30 bucks, you can get both of those.
I know, and over here, you know,
I remember you
honestly,
telling me Vestrons are like 60, 50 bucks.
it's insane over
Yeah.
here. Though I honestly got to say, coming out in the next few months, they are releasing Dagon
Oh, I'm
and
so hyped for that.
and Beyond Reanimator.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up their version of Beyond Reanimator, because
Yeah,
Umbrella's version's cover art I don't like.
yeah, and also it comes with uh, Bride of Reanimator as well,
Yeah,
the Umbrella one.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with that if you don't have it,
yeah.
but you know, I already got the
I'm just hyped for
Scream
Dagon.
Factory.
I love that
I
movie.
love Dagon. It's a
One of my
great
favorite
movie.
H.P. Lovecraft movies.
Yeah, well, it's so, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It is the story. It's the Shadow over Innsmouth. Exactly pretty much how the story is.
Yeah.
You know?
But anyways, I'm going to hit stop recording on this.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, Corey's Crypt.
This is BDG Reviews.
Peace.
Peace.